lineup. Leading off at third base, Katie Foster. Batting second in center field, Shea Etherington. Hitting third at second base, Taylor Schmidt. Batting fourth in right field, Megan Stout. Hitting fifth, the designated player, Chantel Van Houen. Hitting sixth at first base is Jamie Sidlinger. Hitting seventh in left field, Sarah Martin. Hitting eighth, the shortstop, Bailey Mitchell. And batting ninth, the catcher, Siona Sandberg. As we mentioned, that lineup will face their senior right-hander, Annika Vandekroel. And Katie Foster will lead things off. Ray Armel calling the balls and strikes, and Bob Bergman working the field. They are our friends in blue tonight. Foster, a slap hitter in the left-hand batter's box to start this one. She slap bunts up the first base side. It's fielded by a charging Stahlberger from her second base position. She gives an underhand toss to Maddie Eady for the first out on the first pitch. So Foster retired, and Shea Etherington, another slapper, will come up. She is a .309 hitter with 6 RBI. And the first pitch bunted foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. Tess Olinger plays left for Decorah. Riley Hubka in center and Lexi Leuenberger in right. Riley Monteith at third, Peyton Jurlett at short, Shelby Stahlberger at second, Maddie Eady at first, Lauren Eggert behind the plate. And in the circle, Annika Vandekroel. And a bunt back to the circle. It's charged there by Monteith. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to get Etherington by a step. So a couple of slap bunt opportunities have resulted in outs for the Comets. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first inning. Taylor Schmidt will be the batter. .333, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, 16 RBI. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander, Vandekroel. The pitch goes low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. The Comets looking for their 4th consecutive win, which would be a season-long win streak for them. Decorah looking to get back on the winning track after losing a tough one at Crestwood on Thursday night. Swinging a foul back. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Taylor Schmidt. Decorah has not won consecutive games all season, and this is the start of a busy week for Decorah. This game a rainout makeup from 8 days ago. Then they will play back-to-back conference doubleheaders, hosting Walk-On tomorrow night and being at Waverly Shellrock on Thursday. Here's a looper towards right. It rolls out to right and Lexi Leuenberger, and it'll be a base hit for Taylor Schmidt. She went the other way on an off-speed pitch and gets herself on with 2 outs here in the first. For the cleanup hitter, Megan Stout, .409, 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 9 RBI. A runner at first and 2 down in the top of the first inning of a scoreless game. Annika delivers and the pitch swung on, popped up. Vandekroel coming in from the pitching circle makes the catch about 10 feet in front of home plate. And the side is out here in the first inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 1/2 inning complete. Charles City nothing, and Decorah coming to bat, and the Vikings will bat this way. Leading off at shortstop, Peyton Jurlett. Batting second at second base, Shelby Stahlberger. Hitting third at first base is Maddie Eady. Batting fourth, the designated player, Ellie Shilton. Hitting fifth in right field, Lexi Leuenberger. Hitting sixth in center field, Riley Hubka. Hitting seventh at third base, Riley Monteith. Hitting eighth in left field, Tess Olinger. And batting ninth, the catcher, Lauren Eggert. And that lineup will face senior right-hander Biz Wolf. Biz 2-4 with a .324 ERA. Opponents hitting .290 against her. 58 in the third inning, 71 hits, 27 earned runs, 17 walks, and 30 strikeouts. If you look at these statistics, both regular Comet players have pitched in most of the games to this point. Wolf with her 10th start. She has also appeared in relief 10 times. Megan Rothler with 9 starts and 12 relief appearances. Peyton Jurlett will start things here in the bottom of the first inning. Sarah Martin in left, Shea Etherington in center, and Megan Stout in right for the Comets. At third base, Katie Foster, Bailey Mitchell at short, Taylor Schmidt at second, and Jamie Sidlinger at first. Siona Sandberg behind the plate, and Biz Wolf in the circle. The pitch low outside to the slap hitting Taylor Jurlett. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Jurlet at 471 with 1 double, 3 triples, 1 home run, and 5 RBI. She's the co-leader in RBIs with 5 as the pitch goes high. 2 balls and no strikes. Maddie Eady and Riley Hubka also with 5 RBI. Decorah in their 13th game of the season, the 2-0. Outside, 3 balls, no strikes. Of course, they've had more than that scheduled. They only got to play 2 of their 4 games at Jessup a weekend ago. And the tournament down at Waverly Shellrock was rained out on Saturday. 3-0 taken for a ball. And Peyton Jurlet draws base on balls. A 4-pitch walk to Jurlet and Shelby Stahlberger, the batter. No score here in the first inning. Shelby at 407 with a home run and 3 RBI. She bunts in front of home plate. Barehand pickup made by Foster at third. Charging, throws to first base to retire Stahlberger by a step. The sacrifice complete, 5-3. A runner at second and 1 down for Maddie Eady. Eady 220 with no extra base hits and 5 RBI on the season. No score here in the first inning. An absolutely gorgeous night for softball. Wolf ready in the first offering. Drops low for 1 ball, no strikes. Hard to believe the final conference home game is already tomorrow night for Decorah. The 1-0 delivery taken on the outside edge for strike 1. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, they will play their 3 games on Saturday, hosting the Decorah tournament. 1-1, hammer towards right center field. That'll land for a base hit and go all the way to the fence. Jurlet will score easily on the first extra base hit of the season for Maddie Eady. She now has 6 RBI, and the Vikes draw first blood. A walk, a sacrifice, and a double has plated a run in the bottom of the first inning, and Ellie Shelton will be the batter. Shelton at 286, a double, a triple, no home runs, and 4 RBI. Maddie Eady just took the team lead in RBI with 6. The pitch swung on and missed. It is no balls and 1 strike. So Wolf gives up a run here in the first inning. The 0-1 delivery well back to the screen as Sonberg leaped and couldn't stop that one. So moving up 60 feet on the wild pitch is Maddie Eady. So now it's 1-1 on Ellie Shelton. And a crooked number is 60 feet away for Decorah. Fly ball, left center field. Angling over the center fielder, Shea Hetherington makes the catch, tagging at third, Maddie Eady. She will score without a play. A sacrifice fly for Ellie Shelton and a 2-run first inning for Decorah. Shelton with RBI number 5 on the season. Base is empty, 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning, and Lexi Leuenberger will stand in. A .323 hitter with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 4 RBI. The pitch swung on and a foul tip at the plate. Healthy cut, little contact for Leuenberger. It's no balls and 1 strike. Wolf ready, wheels and deals, and the pitch inside corner taken for strike 2, and it's no balls, 2 strikes on Lexi Leuenberger. A 2-0 lead for Decorah on an RBI double by Maddie Eady and a sacrifice fly by Ellie Shelton. The pitch rolled to the right side, picked up at second by Schmidt. Quick toss over to first base to retire Leuenberger and the side here in the first inning. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We head to the top half of the second inning. Decorah leading by a 2-0 margin. 2-0 Decorah, top of the second inning. Chantel Van Howen will lead things off for Charles City. A .339 hitter with 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 14 RBI. She'll swing at the first one, foul it straight back and out of play. The right-hand hitter falls behind in the count, no balls and 1 strike. Decorah gets a 2 spot in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 delivery swung on, a little roller up the third base side. No, it hit her while she was standing in the batter's box, so it's no balls and 2 strikes. Both umpires on the call there, so it's no balls, 2 strikes on Van Howen, who will be followed by Jamie Sidlinger and Sarah Martin in the top of the second inning. Decorah up 2-0 on a beautiful night for softball. Vanderkroll ready in the 0-2. Sails high for 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Vanderkroll ready in the 1-2 offering swing and a foul back to the screen. So it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes from Vanderkroll, whose offense has given her a 2-run advantage. We're in the top of the 2nd inning. Rain out makeup from 8 days ago. The 1-2 delivery, low, 2 balls and no strikes. Decorah, as we mentioned, hosting walk-on tomorrow night at Waverly Shellrock Thursday, and then the 2 Thursdays after that, these 2 teams will get together. As that one popped up on the infield, angling over towards the middle of the infield is the shortstop, Gerlid, to make the catch. 1 down here in the 2nd inning. 2-0 Decorah. Jamie Sidlinger is a .306 hitter with 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 3 RBI. The first pitch swung on and missed. Good drop ball from Vanderkroll. No balls, 1 strike. Decorah will end the regular season at Charles City on July the 2nd. Then a week from that night, we'll make another trip to Charles City. Pitch swung on, fouled, third base side and out of play. So Vanderkroll moving ahead to no balls and 2 strikes. These 2 teams on July 9th will meet in the first round of the 4A Region 4 Regional. 6 teams per regional. Swung on, pop-up, shallow center field. Retreating is the shortstop, Sahlberger, and she bobbles it and, in fact, drops it. So the second baseman, I should say, is Stahlberger. Couldn't make the play on the pop-up, so there's 1 down and 1 on here in the 2nd inning. Sarah Martin will be the batter, .321 with a double and 3 RBI. Right-hand hitter against the right-hander, Vanderkroll. Annika ready in the pitch, swung on a miss. Runner goes thrown out to second base, and in standing is Sidlinger. She steals her 3rd base of the season. It's no balls and 1 strike. Gerlid tried the swipe tag, but the ball didn't stay in her glove. Had Sidlinger slid, there would have been less drama on the play. The 0-1 delivery swinging a foul back. It is no balls and 2 strikes now on Sarah Martin. A 2-0 lead for Decorah in the top half of the 2nd inning. Looking at Class 4A Region number 3, the first round games will be Decorah at Charles City and Dubuque-Wahlert at Western Dubuque. The 0-2 delivery dropped low for 1 ball, 2 strikes. The winner of the Decorah Charles City game will play at Waverly Shellrock on Saturday night, July 11th. 1-2 delivery, swung on and fouled straight back and out of play, so the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sarah Martin. The other side of the bracket, the Dubuque-Wahlert Western Dubuque winner will play at West Delaware on July 11th. The pitch, change up, 1 hopper right back to Vanderkroll. Annika throws over to first base to record the out. Moving up to third, it's Sidlinger. 2 down, runner at third, 2-0 Decorah in the 2nd. Bailey Mitchell is a .323 hitter with 3 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 11 RBI. This Charles City team offensively pretty good. 8 of the 9 hitters in the lineup have at least a .300 average. The pitch swung on, fly ball, center field. Retreating is Riley Hubka. She'll make a 2-handed catch in deep center, and the side is out for the 2nd inning. 1 error, 1 runner left, 1.5 done. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. A 2-0 lead for Decorah going to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Riley Hubka, Riley Monteith, and Tess Olinger to face Biz Wolf, who gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 runs in that first inning. Girl had walked, was sacrificed to second. Maddie Edie got her home on a double. After Edie moved to third on a wild pitch, Ellie Shelton got her home on a sacrifice fly. Riley Hupka starts things in the bottom of the 2nd inning. A .192 hitter with 1 double, no triples, no home runs, and 5 RBI. Biz Wolf, the senior right-hander, against the right-hand hitting Hupka. First pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. So the hits are even at 1. Decorah has the lone error. But the Vikings lead the stat. That counts 2-0. Hubka flies one into right. Coming on is Megan Stout. She'll make a two-handed catch in medium depth right for the first out in the second inning. Vikes lead it by 2. Riley Monteith is 1 for 18, 0-56 on the season with 2 RBI. But she got a hit in the last at-bat she had over at Crestwood the other night. The pitch goes low, 1 ball, no strikes. And she swung it pretty well in the JV game tonight, which Decorah won by a 9-1 margin. So hopefully she's starting to turn things around. The 1-0 delivery drops low for 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 with 1 down. Second inning, a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Wolf with the offering, the 2-0. Rolled towards short. Fielded there by Mitchell. Throws on to first base to retire Monteith. 2 down here in the second inning. So ever since the double to Edie, Wolf has settled down. She has retired 4 in a row. And the batter will be Tess Olinger. Vikes leading 2-0 in the second. Olinger at 217 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 4 RBI. First pitch to Tess sails high, 1 ball, no strikes. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson from the Decorah Softball Diamond tonight. Decorah leading Charles City in Northeast Iowa Conference Softball 2-0. An RBI double by Maddie Edie and an Ellie Shelton sacrifice fly got the runs home in that first inning. Next offering was low to make it 2-0 on Tess. That one low and inside for 3 balls, no strikes on Tess. Three and 0 the count with 2 down. The pitch outside corner, called strike 1 by home plate umpire Ray Armel. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. 3-1 delivery, swung on a ground ball toward short. Bailey Mitchell a step to her right, throws on to first base, and on a bang play, Olinger retired at first base. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of the second, it is Decorah leading by a 2-0 margin. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Decorah. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors for Charles City. Siona Sonberg, Katie Foster, and Shea Etherington. Hitters 9, 1, and 2 to face Annika Vandekroll, who's given up a 2-out single to Taylor Schmidt and allowed another runner to reach on an error with 1 out in the second inning. Sidlinger ended up being stranded at third in the second. Schmidt didn't move past first base in the first. Siona Sonberg hitting .294 with 11 RBI. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. Comets looking for their 4th win in a row, which would be a season-long win streak. A changeup swung on and missed by Sonberg. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Last night, Charles City, a 4-0 victory over Walk-On. They ended up playing 1 game in their tournament on Saturday, swinging a foul back. At Mason City, they defeated Mason City 14-4. Last Thursday night, they handed Waverly Shellrock their first conference loss, 5-3. No balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on, popped up. Right in front of the pitching circle, Vandekroll calls and catches. Sonberg retired on the pop-up, 1 down here in the third inning. Katie Foster will start the second trip around the batting order for the Comets, hitting .391. Coming in, no extra base hits and 5 RBI. Foster, a young lady that you want to keep off base. She's 28 for 28 in the steal department. The slap hitting Foster pops one up first base side. Stahlberger into foul ground from her second base position, makes the catch. About 2/3 of the way up the line to first base. So 2 down and nobody on for Shea Etherington, who grounded to third in the first, 0 for 1. She pops one up third base side. Monteith calls and catches, and that's that for the third inning. 3 up, 3 down, a 2-0 lead for Decorah as we go to the bottom of the third. Back here at the Decorah Softball Diamond. Decorah 2, Charles City 0, heading to the bottom of the third. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have Decorah Viking baseball as they travel to Crestwood to take on the Cadets. 7:20 airtime for that one. We'll have softball back on the air Thursday night as Decorah will be at Waverly Shellrock, a 6 o'clock start for that doubleheader. And then Friday night back home for the Decorah baseball team taking on Owine. That'll be a 7:20 start for that one. So only 2 more nights of softball broadcasting after this one. Both doubleheaders this Thursday at Waverly Shellrock, and we'll bring the regular season finale to you a week from Thursday at Charles City. All the games available, at least the broadcast schedule, in the sports section of KDECradio.com. First pitch high to Lauren Eggert, a 182 hitter, no extra base hits, and 2 RBI. The 1-0 delivery is a little up. 2 balls, no strikes. Wolf has walked once and given up 1 hit. She has settled down since a rocky start to this game. The 2-0 delivery caught the corner outside edge to the right-hand hitting Eggert. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Jurlid and Stahlberger will follow in the third. Eggert delivers pitch, or rather Wolf delivers to Eggert. Pitch swung on and fouled back. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun getting close to setting in the western sky. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, popped up right side at first base. Jamie Siddlinger calls and catches about 5 feet to the right of the bag at first. And 1 down here in the third inning. Six straight batters retired now by Biz Wolf. Peyton Jurlid walked and scored in the first. First pitch well outside, all the way back to the screen from Biz Wolf. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Jurlid, one of 2 base runners Decorah has had, but both Decorah base runners have scored thus far. The 1-0 delivery caught the corner outside edge to the slap hitting Jurlid in from the left-hand side of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. An unusual slap hitting defense being played by the Comets. The 1-1 delivery low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. They've brought in Megan Stout, the right fielder, to play seconds, and now they shift with the infield up at third and first, and now second and short playing their regular positions. Pitch goes high. 3 balls, 1 strike. So to the slap hitting Jurlid, if she pulled anything, she could run for a ways, but not anymore with the shift in defenses. Pitch goes high, ball 4. Jurlid walks for her second time, and Shelby Stahlberger will bat. 2-0 lead for Decorah here in the bottom of the third. Stahlberger sacrificed a runner-up in the first inning. She's a .407 hitter coming in, and the first pitch taken for a strike. Runner goes throw down to second base. Tag applied, and Jurlid retired. Bailey Mitchell, the shortstop, taking the throw from Sonberg. Throw was right on the money, and Peyton had no place to go. It's no balls, 1 strike on Stahlberger. As now Shelby will bat with the bases empty. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Wolf ready, and the 0-2 offering goes high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. Wolf trying to face the minimum for the second inning in a row, and a pitch swung on and missed. Wolf gets her first strikeout. And the side retired here in the third. Nothing across for Decorah. At the end of 3, it is Decorah leading by a 2-0 margin. Hitters 3, 4, and 5 due for Charles City in the 4th inning. So far, Annika Vanderkroll dealing. She has only allowed 2 base runners, a 2-out single in the first, and a runner reaching via a dropped pop-up in the 2nd inning. She has retired the last 5 she has faced. Hasn't walked anybody, hasn't struck out anybody. In fact, She has gone to a 2-ball count only once tonight. So, per usual, she is right around the strike zone. Taylor Schmidt has the lone hit for Charles City thus far. The right-hand hitter looks at the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. She singled to right with 2 outs in the first inning. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch caught the front knee on the inside edge, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 delivery, swinging a foul straight back and out of play. So it's 1-2 now on Schmidt with Stout and Van Howen to follow in the 4th inning. Ellie Shelton is warming up in the bullpen, probably just to get some work in at this point, swinging a foul back. As Schmidt fought off a drop ball from Vanderkroll. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Annika ready, the 1-2 delivery. That one rolled in there for 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking at the rest of conference action tonight. This is one of 2 makeups from the June 15th rain walk-on playing Crestwood tonight. That one hammered up the middle, backhand attempt made by Stahlberger. She slowed it down, but that's all she'll be able to do. And Schmidt reaches with the leadoff single. That is the first leadoff base runner in an inning for Charles City. And the batter is Megan Stout, who popped back to Vanderkroll to end the first 0 for 1. 2-0 Decorah here in the top of the 4th. Both runs coming in the first inning for the Vikings. Vanderkroll ready in the pitch, bunted through by Stout. She tried to bunt the rise ball and was unsuccessful in her attempt. No balls and 1 strike. Series of signs from Coach Brian Bullen in the third base box. The 0-1 delivery outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. From Vanderkroll to Stout. Annika ready, the 1-1 delivery. Swung on a fly ball into right center field. After it is Leuenberger. She can't get there. It skips by Leuenberger, so both runners will take an extra 60 feet. So 2nd and 3rd with nobody out here in the 4th inning. Score that one a single and an error. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and Chantel Van Howen will stand in for the Comets, trailing 2-0. Van Howen popped to short in the 2nd, 0 for 1. The pitch swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Retreating is Shelby Stahlberger. She drops it. The runner is going to move up. Stahlberger throws to 3rd. That throw is late. Schmidt will score. Stout to 3rd. Van Howen reaches on the drop pop-up. A couple of errors in the inning have helped Charles City cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1. Shelby had a long ways to go for that one, but that's a play that's got to get made. And Sidlinger will bat. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. I'm wondering if Van Howen had a steal sign there because Sidlinger was bunting, or at least gave the motion to do so nonchalantly at the plate. The 0-1 delivery hit towards shortstop. Backing up is Jurlich. Will make the catch. 1-hop throw to first base, and it's a double play. Sidlinger popped out. Van Howen was well off the bag by the time Jurlid caught that one. She 1-hopped the throw to Maddie Edie, but it went right into her glove. And the first 2 outs of the inning recorded, and Sarah Martin will try to come up with a 2-out RBI for the Comets. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. Martin grounded back to Vanderkroll in the 2nd inning. 2-1 Decorah as we play the top half of the 4th. The 0-1 delivery swung on and missed. Off speed inside edge, and it's 0-2 on Vanderkroll. or from Vanderkroll to Martin. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. That will allow Stout to score a 2-out RBI single for Martin, her 4th RBI of the season. And the game is now even at 2. So the Vikings with 2 runs in the first inning. The Comets have responded with 2 runs here in the 4th inning. Bailey Mitchell will look to keep the fun going for Charles City. She looks at the first pitch low, 1 ball, no strikes. Mitchell flew out to center in the second inning, 0 for 1. 3 hits and 2 errors here in the frame. Here's the line drive that's off the glove of Vanderkroll, and everyone will be safe. It was pretty much between the knee and the ankles of Annika. She reached her glove down, got a glove on it, but couldn't make the play. And by the time it caromed away, Martin and Mitchell moved up. So second and third with 2 down. And Siona Sandberg will be the batter. Pop to the pitcher in the third, 0 for 1. She'll swing at the first one, loops one towards center field, and a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Sarah Martin. Hupka's throw up the line. Now between first and second, hustling back to the bag is Sandberg. A 3 spot here in the 4th, and the Comets take their first lead of the night. Sandberg with her 12th RBI to score Martin and send Mitchell up to third, and now Coach Randy Iverson out to talk to infield and battery. Katie Foster will be the 8th hitter of the inning for Charles City. Foster grounded to second in the first and popped to second in the third. Comets leading for the first time tonight, 3-2. It's now been 5 hits and 2 errors in the inning. All of the runs have been unearned. Decorah has committed 3 errors tonight. In their 13 games this year, they have committed 36 errors. And that's too many to win consistently, as the pitch caroms off the glove of Eggert as it was inside to Foster. Taking off and moving to second is Sandberg. Mitchell stayed put at third. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Foster, who has a 1-0 count on her. The 1-0 delivery dropped low and outside for 2 balls and no strikes. Vanderkroll laboring here in the 4th. Pitch inside edge for a strike. It's 2-1. Decorah has now given up 66 runs this year. Only 30 of them have been earned. The pitch swung on, slapped toward short, backhand stop made by Drillett, throws on to first base, and on a bang play, Foster retired, and the side is out here in the 4th inning. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 2 left, halfway home in this Northeast Iowa Conference game in Decorah tonight. The Comets lead for the first time, 3-2. Maddie Eady, Ellie Shilton, and Lexi Leuenberger in the 4th inning to face Biz Wolf, who will go to the circle with the lead for the first time tonight. Decorah scored 2 in the bottom of the 1st inning. The Comets come back with 3 in the top of the 4th. Maddie Eady doubled to right to score Peyton Jurlett and scored herself back in the 1st. She starts things here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the pitch to Maddie, ground ball up the middle past a lunging Mitchell and into center field for a base hit. So Maddie Eady now 2 for 2. In fact, she has both hits for Decorah off of Biz Wolf. Runner at first, nobody out for Ellie Shelton. Sacrifice fly in the 1st and an RBI. Shelton squares to Buntos, so in front of the plate. Barehand pickup made by Sandberg. Throws to first base. And they're going to call her out at first base. And The ball was dropped. At least that's what it appeared from this angle. Now Bob Bergman and Ray Armel will get together. And Ray Armel is saying there was a bobble. Was it after the catch or not? And then the ruling will be safe. So give credit to Shelton for a sacrifice, and she'll reach on an E3. Wasn't a great throw, but a play that Sidlinger would probably agree she needs to make. First and second, nobody out for Lexi Leuenberger. 3-2 Charles City, bottom of the fourth inning. And the pitch bunted through by Leuenberger as she tried to push bunt up the first base side. It snowballs one strike. So Decorah gives up 3 in the top half of the fourth inning, but gets the offense back in gear in the bottom of the fourth inning to try to get this lead back. 0-1 delivery, fastball inside edge for a strike. It's 0-2 on Leuenberger. 0-2. Changeup taken low. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Biz Wolf to Lexi Leuenberger. The 1-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Good changeup outside edge. Biz Wolf gets her second strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. 3-2 Charles City, bottom of the fourth. Riley Hubka, the batter. Hubka flew out to right in the second inning, 0 for 1. First pitch, low and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wolf wheels and deals. The 1-0 ground ball up the middle, knocked down by the shortstop Mitchell, but that's all she'll be able to do with it. Mitchell lunged, knocked it down. Didn't have time to get a potential force out at second, so an infield single for Hubka. And now the bases loaded for Decorah. Riley Monteith grounded to short her first time up. Infield up at all 4 spots for Charles City. Comets lead 3-2 here in the fourth. The pitch to Monteith, swung on, fly ball, shallow center field. Underneath it is Etherington. She will make the catch. Tagging at third and scoring is Edie as the throw goes up the line. A sacrifice fly for Monteith, her 3rd RBI of the season, and we are tied at 3. And an appeal to third base, and they're going to say Maddie Edie left early and take the run off the board. And the Comets will retain the lead. They appealed to third base, and the home plate umpire, Ray Armel, called Edie out. 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. We are 4 innings complete. It is Charles City leading by a 3-2 margin. A 3-2 lead for the Comets. Decorah had thought they had tied the ball game in the bottom of the fourth inning as Etherington bunts, fielded by Stahlberger. Bare hand pickup and a throw to first base to retire Etherington, who is now 0 for 3 on the night. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th. Monteith's fly ball went into center field. Etherington caught it, threw towards the plate. The throw was off the line. Charles City appealed, saying Maddie Edie left early at third. The umpires agreed. It ended up being a double play as Taylor Schmidt swings and fouls it back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Schmidt singled to right in the first, singled to right, and scored in the fourth inning. Comets leading 3-2. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Changeup taken inside edge for a strike. 0-2 now. If you weren't with us earlier, we talked about it. The Comets and the Vikings will play 4 games over the next 16 days. The 0-2 delivery high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, this one was scheduled for a week ago last night, but it ended up getting rained out. That's why they are playing tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul right side and to the screen. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Taylor Schmidt. They will play the regular season finale a week from Thursday night. That'll be a doubleheader at Charles City, and then the following Thursday, July 9th. It'll be the first round of regionals in Charles City. That one hammered towards left field and deep. That ball is gone. Taylor Schmidt with her second home run of the season, and it's a 4-2 lead for Charles City, and boy, that got out in a hurry. 2 home runs, 17 RBIs on the season for Taylor Schmidt now. That is the 6th home run of the season for Charles City. Van Howen and Schmidt each with 2 apiece. Bailey Mitchell and Sarah Martin have the others. So Charles City extended its lead on the long ball. And Megan Stout will stand in for the Comets. She swings at the first one, loops one towards short. It's off the glove of a leaping Jurlid and into left field for a base hit. So Stout reaches. She's now 2 for 3 on the night. And it appears Coach Brian Bolin will ask for a pinch hitter. And this will be Connor Crooks for Chantel Van Howen.
Stand up there, Connor. She DP. Up next, pinch hitter, Connor Crooks.
Runner at first. 1 down, 1 in here in the 5th inning. Crooks squares to bunt, pulls the bat back. Runner goes, throw down to second base. In just ahead of the throw is Megan Stout. It's 1 ball, no strikes on Connor Crooks. And Stout steals her 16th base of the year. Second steal of the night for Charles City, who now has 81 steals on the season. Crooks swings and misses at the next offering from Vanderkroll. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Crooks' numbers on the season, 2 for 12, no extra base hits or RBI. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Connor Crooks. A 4-2 lead for Charles City here in the 5th. They extend the lead on the Taylor Schmidt home run a few moments ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 delivery changeup. Fair ball down the left field line. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Megan Stout. The throw there is not in time. It skips by a couple of players behind home plate as the throw goes wild. Moving up to second will be Crooks. Crooks gets her first RBI of the season, and the Comets now have a 3-run advantage. And Vanderkroll appears to have had her last pitch of the night. Ellie Shelton will come in for Decorah. We'll tell you about the changes here in a moment. We're in the 5th. Comets leading 5-2. Ellie Shelton started the game as the designated player. She is now pitching. Vanderkroll done after 4 1/3. 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and no strikeouts. She'll inherit a runner at second, and Kelsey Crooks will run for Connor Crooks out at second base. Shelton 0-1, 4.06 ERA. Opponents hitting .383 against her. 10 1/3 innings, 23 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Jamie Sidlinger is officially 0 for 2. She's reached base once, the first pitch low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah scored the first 2 runs of this game, but the Comets have come back with 5 unanswered. The 1-0 delivery dropped in low for 2 balls and no strikes to count. (2-0). Swing and a miss as Sidlinger lost control of the bat. It ended up near the backstop towards the third base side. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Offensive timeout asked there by Coach Brian Boland to talk to Sidlinger. Had a bit of a grin on his face, so a little levity goes a long way. 2 balls, 1 strike, runner at second, 2 in, 1 down, 5th inning. A 5-2 lead for Charles City. That one popped third base started. Charging is Riley Monte. She will make the catch in foul ground for the second out of the inning. Sidlinger fouls out for a key second out. And Sarah Martin will look to keep the inning going for Charles City. Comets lead at 5-2. Martin grounded to the pitcher in the second. Single to center with 2 outs. Knocked in a run, scored herself in the 4th. Comets have scored 2 of their 5 runs with 2 outs. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Shelton trying to get Decorah out of a mess here in the 5th. The 0-1 delivery looped towards second, and it's caught in the air by Shelby Stahlberger to end the inning. But the Comets add 2 on 3 hits and leave a runner. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Decorah trailing 5-2. 5 runs, 9 hits for Charles City. 1 run on 3 hits for Decorah. Comets with 1 error, Decorah with 3. And the Vikes staring at a 3-run deficit as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Olinger, Eggert, Jurlid, 8, 9, and 1 for Decorah. To face Biz Wolf, who has settled down nicely after a bit of a rough start. She got into a jam in the 4th inning. A single and an error put runners at first and second with nobody out. Leuenberger then struck out. Hubka reached on an infield single to load the bases. Monteith then hit a fly ball to center field that was caught by Etherington. Maddie Eady appeared to score, but the umpires ruled she left early, and on appeal, she was called out to end the frame. As Olinger looks at a strike, 0-1. Tess grounded to short, her first time up. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 delivery, swung on, drive, right center field. Underneath it is Stout. She will make a 2-handed catch in medium depth right for the first out in the 5th inning. 1 down, nobody on. Lauren Eggert popped to first in the 3rd, 0 for 1. Wolf has walked 1, or rather walked 2 and struck out 2. Pitch low to Eggert. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 outside for 2 balls, no strikes. Comets will be home tomorrow night hosting BCLUW. And will host Charles City on Thursday. Smacked into right. It rolls out to right, and Stout she'll throw on to first base, not in time, so Eggert will get a base hit. That one got out pretty quickly. Stout had a legitimate chance to get Eggert, but couldn't quite get the throw there in time. Katie Nimrod will courtesy run for Eggert at first, and Peyton Jurlid will be the batter. Jurlid walked and scored in the 1st, walked again in the 3rd. 5-2 lead for Charles City here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jurlid looks at the first pitch inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Again, weird slap-hitting defense. Taylor Schmidt basically side by side near the pitching circle with Wolf. The pitch goes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The right fielder, Stout, is at second base. Sidlinger plays behind the bag at first base. And the left side of the infield up as well. Big gap in right field. If Peyton can pull anything, the pitch goes outside. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Appears to be some action in the Comet bullpen. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Nimrod, the runner at first. The 2-1 delivery chopped to the right side. Snagged there by Schmidt. Throws to first base to retire Jurlid. But even before that happened, they ruled that Peyton Jurlid was out of the batter's box while she made contact with the ball. So it was going to be an out either way. It ends up being an out at the plate instead of at first as Shelby Stahlberger looks at a strike, 0-1. Stahlberger sacrificed a runner-up in the first inning and struck out swinging in the third. 5-2 Charles City. We play the bottom half of the 5th inning. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It is 0-2. The only bad part about the out being at the plate in the previous at-bat as compared to being at first, Nimrod would be in scoring position. But with the dead ball situation, she was forced by rule to head back to first. Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Schmidt at second base. Near the bag will make the catch to retire the side. So 1 hit and 1 left. We are 5 innings complete in Northeast Iowa Conference softball in Decorah. It is a 5-2 lead for Charles City. A 5-2 lead for Charles City starting the top half of the 6th inning. Decorah scored the first 2 runs of the game. The Comets have scored 3 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Bailey Mitchell, Siona Sonberg, and Katie Foster. Here's 8-9 and 1 facing Ellie Shelton for the first time. Shelton got the final 2 outs of the 5th inning in relief of Annika Vandekroll. The pitch goes inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Mitchell has flown out to center in the 2nd and got an infield hit in the 4th inning. Shelton with the 1-0, ground ball towards third. 1 hopper, nice hop to Riley Monteith. And a throw across the diamond retires Mitchell. 1 down here in the 6th inning. One thing Decorah pitching has done pretty well is retire that leadoff batter. It's happened in 5 of the 6 frames. Siona Sonberg popped to the pitcher in the 3rd and smacked a single to center to knock in a run in the 4th inning. Sonberg swings at the first one, pops one towards the middle of the infield. Stahlberger at second makes the catch for the 2nd out of the frame. So 2 down, nobody on for Katie Foster.
Batting next, third baseman Katie Foster.
0 for 3, grounded to 2nd in the 1st, popped to 2nd in the 3rd, grounded to short in the 4th. And the first pitch outside for 1 ball, no strikes. Shelton ready in the 1-0 offering. There's a strike inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Shelton has now retired the 4 batters she has faced. 1 ball, 1 strike count. 1-1 delivery. Looped back to the circle, caught by Shelton. A perfect defensive 6th for Decorah. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Comets leading the Vikings 5-2. A 5-2 lead for Charles City. Decorah will have hitters 3, 4, and 5 due to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Maddie Eady is 2 for 2. She has 2 of Decorah's 4 hits off of Charles City starter Biz Wolf. First pitch from Wolf outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Eady got an RBI double, scored herself in the 1st inning, and singled to left center in the 4th. 1-0 delivery. Pop up left side. Still on the infield grass. And now straddling the grass and the dirt is the shortstop Mitchell making the catch. 1 down in the 6th inning. Wolf has retired the leadoff batter in the frame in 4 of the 6 innings. Ellie Shelton now the pitcher sacrificed. A sacrifice fly in the 1st, sacrifice reached on an error in the 4th. So no official at bat yet for Ellie. She'll look at a strike. It's 0-1. Wolf ready. Wheels and deals. 1-2. 0-1 delivery, rather. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded at second by Schmidt. Schmidt throws wild to first base to allow Shelton to reach. E4, second error of the night for Charles City. Vikes need to get another runner on to get that tying run to the plate. Lexi Leuenberger will stand in with 1 on, 1 out in the 6th with the Comets leading 5-2. Swinging a foul at the plate by Leuenberger, who is 0 for 2. The right-hand hitter has grounded to second in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 4th. 0-1 delivery outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Riser high from Wolf. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. Decorah trailing 5-2. They scored the first 2 runs in the 1st inning, but the Comets have had 5 unanswered runs. Next one high. It is now 3 balls and 1 strike. A snap throw to first base. Shelton back to the bag standing. It was caught a little awkwardly by Jamie Sidlinger at first base, who kind of had to wrap around Shelton to make the catch of the throw. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count on Leuenberger. 3-1 delivery dropped low for ball 4. Leuenberger walks 1st and 2nd with 1 down for Riley Hubka. Charles City 5, Decorah 2. Hubka flew out to right in the 2nd inning, got an infield hit in the 4th inning. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Decorah has had multiple base runners in 3 of the 6 innings. They were productive in that 1st inning, but not productive after that. Pitch swung on and missed, dropper outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right hand hitting Hubka. One. Pitch high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wolf gets the target from Sandberg and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Shelton rounding 3rd, coming to the plate. Etherington's throw is off the line. The throw home will allow the runners to move up. It's now a 5-3 ball game, and Decorah's got the tying run at second base. Riley Hubka with her 6th RBI of the season. On an RBI single to score Shelton and move Leuenberger to 3rd, and a new pitcher coming in for the Charles City Comets. We'll tell you about the changes here in a moment. Megan Rothler will be the new pitcher for Charles City. And this is a save situation. Rothler, the junior right-hander, making her 13th appearance in relief, her 22nd overall, 7-3, a 1.11 ERA. Opponents hitting 191 against her. 63 innings, 46 hits, 10 earned runs, 14 walks, 50 strikeouts. The junior right-hander will inherit a situation with 1 out, 1 in. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Riley Hubka representing the tying run at second base. Riley Monteith will be the batter. She is 0 for 2. Grounded to short in the 2nd and flew out to center in the 4th. Charles City 5, Decorah 3. Rothler called on to put out the fire in the 6th inning. First pitch to Monteith. It's in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Wolf 5 1/3, 5 hits. 3 runs to this point. 2 of them have been earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. The pitch drops low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Riley Monteith. The runner at 3rd is Lexi Leuenberger. The runner at 2nd is Riley Hubka. 1-1 delivery. Swing and a foul at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Monteith. One and 2 the count in the pitch. Change up outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decorah with 5 hits. Neither team can be proud of the defensive effort tonight. 3 errors for Decorah, 2 for Charles City. Rise ball swung on and missed. Monteith down on strikes for the second out of the inning. 2 down, 2 on, 1 in. And Tess Olinger is 0 for 2. Decorah trailing 5-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch to Tess, outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Rattler in a save situation. The Comets have yet to have a save this year. The 0-1 skips away from the catcher, Sonberg, but it caroms right in front of her, and that does not allow Leuenberger an opportunity to move forward. 1 ball and 1 strike on Olinger. One and 1 the count, and the pitch. Rise ball loop towards right field, and a backpedaling grab is made by Sidlinger. She actually had her back to the infield, lunged back, and made the catch near the dividing point of the infield dirt and the outfield grass. And that is that for the 6th inning. Rattler gets the final 2 outs after inheriting the tying run at second base. 1 run, 1 hit. 1 error, 2 left. To the 7th we go. It is a 5-3 lead for Charles City. Comets looking for some insurance. They lead at 5-3. They're out hitting Decorah by a 9-5 margin. Comets with 2 errors, Decorah with 3. Ellie Shelton has retired the 5 batters she has faced in relief of Annika Vanderkroll. Shea Etherington, Taylor Schmidt, and Megan Stout in the 7th for Charles City. Decorah scored 2 runs in the 1st. Comets come back with 3 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. Etherington is 0 for 3. She'll look at the first pitch inside corner for a strike from Shelton. It is no balls and 1 strike. She grounded to third in the 1st inning, popped to third in the 3rd as Etherington bunts through the next offering, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Etherington grounded to 2nd in the 5th. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The 0-2 delivery swung on and missed at a changeup outside edge, and that should be the 3rd strikeout. And it is. The only question was, did Eggert catch the ball, or was it foul tip? No foul tip ruled, and a catch, a clean one by Eggert behind the plate. And the pitch in there for a strike to Taylor Schmidt. No balls, 1 strike. Schmidt, 3 for 3 on the night. Singled to right in the 1st, singled to center and scored in the 4th, and had a solo home run in the 5th. The pitch hammered down the left field line, a fair ball, and into the corner. Schmidt will take a turn around first base and stay put right there. So a 4 for 4 night for Taylor Schmidt. 1 on, 1 out in the 7th inning. This is Vikings Radio 1240, KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson with the always able-bodied assistance of Carly Marlowe here in the softball press box. Swing and a miss. Megan Stout, no balls and 1 strike. Stout popped to the pitcher in the 1st, singled and scored in the 4th, and singled and scored again in the 5th. So she's 2 for 3. Ground ball towards third, fielded there by Eggert. She'll throw across the diamond to Edie to record the out, with Schmidt moving up to third. So hitters 3, 4, and 5 have combined for 7 of the 10 hits for Charles City. Connor Crooks, who batted for the first time of the 5th inning and got an RBI single, staying in the game as the designated player. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. Pitch. One out of the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike, and now a delayed steal as Schmidt takes third base. She took off once Eggert threw it back to Shelton in the circle. The delayed steal works for the 3rd stolen base of the night for Charles City. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 down. Ground ball towards third and a fair ball into the left field corner. An RBI single for Connor Crooks to score Taylor Schmidt. An insurance run for Charles City. It is now a 6-2 ball game. As Connor Crooks came into the night with 0 RBI, and she is 2 for 2 with 2 RBI in this game. Comets up 6-3, I should say. Two down, 1 on, 1 in. Jamie Sidlinger officially 0 for 3, reached on an error in the 2nd, popped to short in the 4th, fouled to 3rd in the 5th. That one, a 1-hopper between the legs of Jurlid and into shallow left field. Crooks will move up to 2nd. Jurlid charged with the E6, the 4th error of the night for Decorah. 1st and 2nd with 2 down. And Kelsey Cooks will run for Connor Crooks.
Batting next, left fielder Sarah Martin.
First and 2nd, 2 down. Sarah Martin will be the batter, 1 for 3. With an RBI, that one looped towards 3rd and sent Coach Bolin ducking in the 3rd base box. A foul ball, no balls, and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to count on Sarah Martin. Kelsey Crooks at 2nd. And Jamie Sidlinger at 1st. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul back to the screen. It is no balls, 2 strikes now. Decorah will have hitters 9, 1, and 2 due in the bottom of the 7th inning. A 6-3 lead for Charles City. The pitch swung on and missed. Heck of a changeup from Ellie Shelton, and that's that for the 7th inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Vikes need 3 to keep this baby going. They trail at 6-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. 9, 1, and 2 due for the Vikings. Comet pitching has combined to give up 5 hits. 3 runs and 2 earned tonight. Biz Wolf went the first 5 of the 3rd. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Megan Rothler has come in and retired the first 2 batters she faced in the 6th. Pitcher strike to Lauren Eggert. No balls, 1 strike. Eggert popped to 1st in the 3rd and singled to right in the 5th. Rothler ready, the 0-1 outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, these 2 teams in the first meeting of 4 times they will meet over the next 16 days. The pitch, swinging a foul at the plate. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rothler trying to pick up the first save of the season for the Charles City pitching staff. A 1-2 count on Lauren Eggert. Top of the order on deck with Peyton Jurlett. 1-2 delivery outside for 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two. Hit well into left field and a base hit. Eggert will start the 7th inning in style with a single to left. The 6th hit for Decorah off of Charles City pitching. Katie Nimrod will get Eggert's courtesy at first base. And now the top of the order up for Decorah with Peyton Jurlett. Jurlett walked and scored in the first, walked again in the third, and was retired, making contact with the ball outside of the batter's box in the 5th. A 6-3 lead for Charles City. Jurlett looks at a strike, 0-1. Vikes got the first 2 on the board in the first. RBI double by Edie. Sacrifice fly by Shelton. A 3 spot in the 4th inning for Charles City. As Jurlett rolls one through the right side and through for a base hit. Nimrod hits second. She's going to third. She'll be in without a play. Runners at the corners. Nobody out in the 7th inning. And now the tying run coming up for Decorah. Shelby Stahlberger will be the batter. Stahlberger sacrificed a runner-up in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and popped to second in the 5th. So Shelbs is 0 for 2. But she does represent the tying run. First pitch taken for a strike outside edge, no balls and 1 strike. You do have pretty good speed on the base pass if you're Coach Iverson, but do you want to gamble that much with the tying run at the plate? The pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Megan Rothler trying to save it for Biz Wolf. 1-1 delivery, ground ball towards third, field at third by Foster, goes to second for the out. Now coming down the line from third is Nimrod. The throw to the plate is in time. It ends up being a double play. So Stahlberger reaches technically on a fielder's choice. Jurlett retired from Foster to Schmidt for the initial out. As Foster threw to second, Nimrod went down the line from third, and Nimrod was thrown out by Schmidt with Sonnenberg applying the tag. Now Maddie Edie is the batter, swing and a miss at a changeup, 0-1. Edie doubled to right, knocked in a run, scored herself in the first, single to left center in the 4th, and popped to short in the 6th. A 6-3 lead for Charles City here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch inside for 1 ball, 1 strike on Edie. Stahlberger, the runner at first. The pitch, a strike, and now Edie behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comets 1 strike away from sealing the deal. The 1-2 delivery swung on and missed at a changeup. And Charles City comes from behind to defeat the Decorah Vikings tonight by a count of 6-3. 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left for Charles City. Decorah with 3 runs on 7 hits. They commit 4 errors and leave 6. Biz Wolf, the winning pitcher, she is now 3-4. Annika Vanderkroll, the losing pitcher, she is now 3-6. Megan Rothler picks up her first save for the Comets, who are now 11-9 overall, 5-6 in conference play. Decorah is 4-9 overall and 2-7 in conference play. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not, the outcome, 6-3, Charles City gets the victory tonight. We'll be on the air with baseball tomorrow night from Cresco, Decorah, and Crestwood. 7:20 start time for that one. We'll have more softball on the air on Thursday night as Decorah travels to Waverly Shellrock. 6 o'clock the start time for that doubleheader. Here both games on the radio that evening. want to thank the able-bodied assistance of Carly Marlowe. She's been the PA announcer these last 2 years here in softball. This will be the final time that I get to work with her up here. She's done a fantastic job, and we appreciate all her efforts. And she deserves a Medal of Honor for dealing with me each and every softball game. So thanks, Carly. So for Carly Marlowe, I'm Darren Swenson saying so long from the Decorah softball diamond. Decorah loses at 6-3. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow night with baseball.
I'm sorry. Hey, what are you doing down there? I'm cleaning up.
Good working with you,
Yes.
kiddo.
Alright.
Miss me tomorrow
I'll see
night.
you around,
I'll
yeah.
miss you.
Alright.
I'll see you. Call, write, email, text.
Have your number.
Most people do in town, so hey. Tweet.
I Twitter, yeah, that's true.
For information and entertainment purposes.
Oh, you don't actually do. Okay. What's your number?
563 380 22691.